Hey y'all, it's Blue, and it's story time. Hope all of you are doing well. And for anyone who wants to reach out to me and connect with me, feel free to go to theempressspeaks.com. So, I want to give you a story, something that happened to me. And so I was at work one day, and all of a sudden, I had one of my good friends who work with me run into the office. Well, you know what? Let me take it back. The day prior. So the day before, I took a look at the astro weather, see what the planets are doing, and that sort of thing. Because as I've taught many of you who follow me, who are clients of mine, how you can use the energy and see what the planets and stuff are doing to determine what's going to happen here. And so there was a full-on alignment with the planets, and where they were stationed said it's going to be some shit happening, right? So that was on a Wednesday, I believe. And I told her, same friend, told her, hey, tomorrow, astro weather is looking crazy. As above, so below. Probably going to have something kick off tomorrow. Be watchful. Very next day, she comes running to my office, says conference room now, active shooter. So run to the conference room. And mind you, my whole space is consecrated. Right? So I go to the conference room, they figure out what's going on, and it wasn't an active shooter that dealt with us, but with a company below us. And it was an online threat, right? But nonetheless, it was a threat. We went into lockdown, and until we had the authorities give the all clear, that's where we were. So finally, the authorities gave the all clear, and we finally sat down in the conference room. And then all of a sudden, she looks at me. She's like, "Oh my God, you called it." And I just looked at her and smiled. She said, and she told everybody in the room, just yesterday, she told me that we need to watch out because there was going to be some things to pop off because of some energy. And I said, yeah. So then, moments after that, where I'm sitting, behind me the wall is a window overlooking the beautiful landscape, woods and all that. And so I hear another person who was standing at the door but looking towards me and could see behind me, and she gasped and she's like, "Oh my God." She said, "Girl, an owl just flew behind you and sat right behind you, is perched right now behind you." And before I can even turn around, all I said was, "Oh, so they're here." Because I already know who that was, and I'll explain. And I'm going to show you a picture. In fact, I'll try to embed that picture now of who and what that is. And so I got up, I turned around, and sure enough, there was an owl right there. And so when I saw the owl, I was like, "Ashe, thank you very much." And I was so happy in that moment because now I can explain to you what this story time and what this means. That owl that showed up, first of all, an owl has no business flying anywhere in the middle of the day. It's high noon. That owl is of the energy of the Iyaami, the great mothers of the night. And I knew when she said there was an owl behind me, I already knew because I know who the Iyaami is, and I know how they pull and guide for me and take care of me. And so what that was when all that chaos was going down, that was protection. They came on deck and said, "Not this one right here." So when I got up and I looked at the owl, and the owl's back was towards me, and I said, "Ashe, Ashe." And the owl turned its back, looked at me, and turned and looked out like I'm watching. So the message in that is that we as black women have an ally. We have support. the great Iyaami, the great mothers of the night. I'll come out sometimes at midnight, go to my special tree, leave an offering, and leave words of thanks and gratitude. I engage. I would implore you, black women, to tap in and start learning about who they are. But let me do this. Do so with fear and trembling. They don't play. They don't play at all. And moving in a disrespectful way could cost you your life. But get to know this energy. It's been around since the beginning. And I'm going to do more. In fact, I'll probably do a great video on how you can tap in to start inviting their energy and their protection in your life. They are great, fierce protectors of women, black women. They don't play, but they love us to bits. All right? So that's your story for today. Again, if you want to connect with me, please reach out. Check it out. www.theempressspeaks.com. Talk to you soon. Ashe.